Austin Petersen here, former presidential candidate for the Libertarian Party. Thanks very much for tuning in to my live stream on YouTube. As you've noticed, I've started doing these first on YouTube and then on Facebook later that afternoon, just because YouTube offers me more options, better analytics and all that. So hopefully Facebook will get their stuff together soon so we can actually start to make some money off of these live streams. That way we can bring you more excellent libertarian content every single day, your home for economic freedom and personal liberty here at thelibertarianrepublic.com. Today we're going to be talking about a topic about the 2016 election, and that is the 10 reasons why Hillary Clinton should never be elected president of the United States. If you're a libertarian like me, I don't think you need 10 reasons. I think you already know why you're voting or not voting for Hillary Clinton. But hopefully this will be a good explainer for some of your friends or family or people who are on the fence. So let's talk a little bit about some of these reasons and why I think that it's better for us not to elect the former Secretary of State Hillary president of the United States. Don't forget to join us in our live chat as well. Leave your comments below. What do you guys think of these live streams? Do you enjoy them? Is there room for improvement? What do you guys like or dislike about them? I'd love to hear from you guys, so don't forget to send me messages. Tweet at me, Facebook. My Twitter is at AP4LP. That's Twitter at AP4LP. You can find me there, or on Facebook at Austin Petersen, spelled Petersen. But today we're going to be talking about Mrs. Hillary Clinton. And let's go ahead and get started with the very first one. I'm going to drop the link to the article that I'm pulling from that was written by Mr. Joshua Guckert. And Josh Guckert wrote this article that I'm going to be drawing from today, and I'm dropping this in the live chat for you guys. Nice to see you, William Turner. Thanks for tuning in to the show today. Here is the URL of the article that I am pulling from today. Some of you guys might see advertisements during the show today, just so you know, but hopefully that will go ahead and pick up for you as well. So thanks a lot for tuning in. All right, so the number one reason for why Secretary of State Hillary Clinton should not be the president is because, do we really want an oligarchy? You know, the United States was founded on the selection of rulers by popular sovereignty rather than ascension through bloodlines. And do we really want the first female president to be the wife of a former president? There is no doubt that Mrs. Clinton will play up her husband's accomplishments while he was president in order to suggest that she will be able to replicate his successes. Legitimate candidates should not have to rely on their spouses or relatives to display why they are fit to serve. Number two, she's hopelessly out of touch. You know, did you see her? Did you see her when she was on the Ellen show? They were trying to teach her how to whip and nay-nay. She's kind of become the meme candidate inadvertently, but not because she definitely thought that she was going to be able to dance there. But, you know, this was put best in 2014 when she stated that she and her husband were dead broke when she left the White House in 2001. But in 1999, the couple bought a 5-bedroom house in Chappaqua, New York. Or is it Chappaqua? Oh God, I'm definitely going to get the riot act for that. For nearly $2 million. Now, that's more than Bernie's beach house. So that's quite a bit of money. It doesn't sound like they were dead broke. In December of 2000, they bought a 7-bedroom house near Embassy Row in Washington, D.C. for almost $3 million. There's nothing wrong with Clintons using the money that they've earned to purchase such luxury. However, there is a major issue in Mrs. Clinton being unable to recognize her own good fortune. Besides, isn't she supposed to be the candidate for the little guy, for the people? Don't you think she ought to act a little bit more humble? But, you know, that's the thing with socialists and Democrats these days. They're all buying these million-dollar houses while claiming to be for the proletariat. Reason number three, she spent a lifetime as a Washington insider. After becoming First Lady on January 20th, 1993, Clinton would then go on to become Senator from New York and then Secretary of State, compiling 20 consecutive years working in the inner circle of Washington, D.C. Even those 3 roles were not her first experiences in the nation's capital. In fact, one of her first jobs after graduating from Yale Law School was serving on the impeachment inquiry staff during the Watergate trial, where she shared an office with Bill Weld. It was only after she failed the Washington, D.C. bar exam that she made the final decision to marry Bill Clinton and move to Arkansas. Number 4, a chronic liar. I mean, I think even Hillary knows that she's flubbed the truth quite a bit. Before there was Brian Williams, there was Hillary Clinton. She infamously claimed in 2008 that she landed under sniper fire in Bosnia, which was refuted by video evidence of the incident. However, this is not the first time that Clinton has been caught telling untruths. In 1995, she claimed that she was named after Sir Edmund Hillary, the first person to reach Mount Everest summit. However, he did not do so until 6 years after Clinton was born. making it unlikely that her mother would be familiar with him at the time. Additionally, Jerry Zeifman, counsel and chief of staff at the House Judiciary Committee, claims that during her work on Watergate, Clinton wrote a fraudulent legal brief and confiscated public documents in order to prevent Nixon from being impeached so that Ted Kennedy would have a chance to win the presidency in 1976. Number 5, the 5th reason for why Hillary Clinton should not be the president of the United States. Number 5 is Hillary Clinton stated in 2000, "I think a marriage is as marriage has always been, between a man and a woman." Oh, really? Clinton retained this position during her 2008 campaign and until 2013, when she said that gay Americans are full and equal citizens and deserve the rights of citizenship. That includes marriage. While it's understandable that Clinton could have had a change of heart, it's not the first time that she's changed her position when the political winds have shifted. She favored the Cuban embargo in 2000 before opposing it in 2014, voted for the Iraq War in 2002 before campaigning against it, and then refusing to admit her vote in 2008. In one particularly memorable moment in 2007, she spoke in favor of giving driver's licenses to undocumented immigrants, changed her position 2 minutes later, and then changed her position back the next day. Now, while we're on the discussion of war, let's talk about that. A Democrat who voted for war. I thought that the Democrats were the parties of peace, man. Well, if you know anything about history, you'll know that it was mostly the Democrats that were always known for starting wars. It's only been recently that the Republican Party under George W. Bush has been known as the party of warmongers. But think about it. Vietnam, LBJ, World War II, FDR, World War I, Woodrow Wilson. For as big a liberal as Clinton is on domestic issues, she's proven herself to be just as neoconservative on foreign policy. Clinton voted in favor of the Iraq War. Additionally, she stated she would have assisted anti-Assad forces in Syria, and her desire to intervene in Libya is what led to the arming of members of al-Qaeda. She's also stated that she would use nuclear weapons, in her words, to obliterate Iran if they were to attack Israel with nuclear weapons. And it's amazing, too, because if you look at Donald Trump's foreign policy rhetoric versus Hillary Clinton's record, Donald Trump has been taking a much more libertarian record for non-intervention versus Hillary Clinton. A vote for Hillary Clinton is a vote for war. Number 6, she's economically illiterate, but she's a Democrat, so I repeat myself. Clinton has indicated that she agrees with the Alan Aaron Holt quote that she featured in her 1996 book, It Takes a Village, that quote, "The unfettered free market has been the most radically disruptive force in American life in the last generation." Now, while there can be some argument as to what she means about disruptive, she is most likely implying that disruptive is a negative thing. She said in 2014, "Don't let anybody tell you that it's corporations and businesses that create jobs." Right. Her healthcare proposals during her time as First Lady were much more expensive than Obamacare, which is why she failed, and she has on many occasions spoken in favor of a universal healthcare system. What do you think of that, comrades? Number 8, anti-civil liberties. Wow. Now, the Democrat, she spoke highly the other day against stop and frisk. She took a libertarian position on this. But let's take a look at her actual record on civil liberties. Hillary Clinton voted for the Patriot Act in 2001. As Secretary of State, she justified NSA spying by saying that it helps prevent the U.S. from terrorist attacks. She said she was puzzled and found it odd that Edward Snowden fled the country, and implied that she thought that he was attempting to assist China and Russia with his revelations about the NSA's program. She also opposed the release of documents by WikiLeaks in 2010 and has in the past supported making flag burning illegal. Yeah, she sounds like a Republican to me. In 2005, she introduced the Flag Protection Act, which would have called for a $100,000 fine and a 1-year sentence in jail for the offense. Now, I thought the Democrats were the party of flag burning. I don't know that that would sit too well with her base. Number 9, and everybody knows, scandal-ridden. In her decades in the limelight, Mrs. Clinton has found herself involved in a number of scandals. In the infamous Whitewater controversy, she and her husband were found to be involved in some suspect real estate investments during their time in a failed business venture. Mrs. Clinton was also implicated in the Travelgate scandal, which alleged that the Clintons had fired White House travel staff employees so that some of the Clintons' friends could take their places. While Mrs. Clinton was exonerated of any wrongdoing, She was found to have played a central role in the firings and made a false statement about the matter. She was also involved in the Filegate scandal, which alleged that she had requested and read top secret FBI background checks for political purposes. Let me just remind you how dangerous it is to have someone at the head of government who would use the powers of government for personal purposes in such a way. That's like having somebody down who works at the DMV going up and doing research on people's driver's licenses of their enemies and screwing with their record. Right? That's extremely dangerous to have someone like that at the top of the ticket. Number 10, Benghazi. Benghazi, Benghazi, Benghazi. There is perhaps no bigger scandal than the one which occurred during Mrs. Clinton's time as Secretary of State. On September 11, 2012, Islamic radicals attacked the American embassy in Benghazi, Libya, killing Ambassador Chris Stevens and Foreign Service Information Management Officer Sean Smith. Stevens was the first U.S. ambassador killed on duty since 1979. Hours later, a second assault killed 2 CIA contractors. Requests for more security had been made by the American representatives in Libya to the Clinton State Department for months prior, but they were ignored. And let's not forget that it was because of Secretary Clinton that we bombed Libya and then subsequently set up the ambassadorship there in that country. Dangerous. Interventionism, bad foreign policy, bad on civil liberties, bad on economics. Just what exactly are the reasons to vote for Hillary Clinton? I'd like to hear them because I haven't seen one yet. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks very much for tuning in to this live stream on YouTube today. I really appreciate it. I want to show you guys something real quick, just a quick little plug. Are you guys regular readers of thelibertarianrepublic.com? This is the article that you saw. You guys know how sometimes when you're reading the articles, it'll be like, oh man, I got to scroll through all these pages. Look at this listicle, all on one page. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that gorgeous? Right there. Look at that. Isn't that what you want? If you want to support libertarian journalism, all you have to do is register. It's $5 a month, guys. Not too hard. Go to thelibertarianrepublic.com. I've got a little button up here. You guys can click up here on the members login. You can click to join. It's $5 a month or $55 a year. You can get all your account details. Look at that handsome dude right there. Members login. You can purchase a membership here for $5 a month. Cancel anytime, guys. $5 a month. That's really not that bad, is it? Or $55 for a year. You can save $5. And just like I said, you guys like those Liberty listicles, right? We've always got great content. People call them clickbait, but this is substance, man. Clickbait is when people click and you don't get what we promised. But this is a great way for us to support libertarian journalism. Go to thelibertarianrepublic.com today. Help us spread the message of economic freedom and personal liberty. And thanks very much for tuning into these live streams. Don't forget to share on Facebook and hit me up on Twitter at ap4lp.com. Have a great